I don't know what the fuck is going on, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dog. Dog, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I said not fucking around clicking that bitch cut the fuck off. That's fucking crazy, dog. I had to make another live. It didn't let me resume the live or nothing. Boy, look, we got to go ahead and talk, man. We got to go ahead and talk and get this in. Look, here it is. Tonight, I'm not here just to talk. I'm not here just to talk tonight. I want to listen because I don't have all the answers when it comes to this. But what I do know is these people, the other side, they start training their little girls as early as 5 years old how to work a gun, clean a gun, shoot with accuracy. They start basic rifleman marksmanship at 6 years old. Knowing how to shoot down range, shoot in every position, prone, standing, crouching, on a knee. And what do we learn at 5 and 6 years old? Dog, at some point, man, like motherfuckers, and see what I'm saying, like, dog, what is all that shit worth? What is all that shit worth if something pop off? So they didn't got us to fight amongst each other, all for the money. We know it's for the money, and a nothing ass bitch won't even listen. I'm not trying to go there, but goddamn, if a man has a son, or a daughter, and he can't even get to them in order to try to teach them how to shoot a gun, or him going with her to learn. Both of them go to learn. The mother go to learn. You put a weapon, you put a firearm in the majority of not just our women's hand, but in the hand of our men also. They wouldn't be able to hit someone from across the room. They wouldn't know how to handle the discharge of the weapon, the kickback. They know nothing about grouping. While over here, this is how they grow up. They go out and hunt animals, knowing how to clean animals. Dog, when that hurricane came, my nigga, you saw lines stretching. I'm talking about people outside of a complex where there's one or more food places. That fucking parking lot looked like a club. We're not, I know as far as down here, down this way, we not prepared for no motherfucking catastrophe. And like I said, when you see our people outside, that's us. That's us. I'm a conspiracy theorist. And the way I think about conspiracies is how would I do it if it was me? What I would do if I had a weather control device like HARP, I would cause a catastrophe after I've poisoned the food supply in the food chains, Papa John's, all the Asian places. I would put a little bit of rice in each fucking food supply place so that when everybody is, oh, we don't know what to do. Like they've seen us. You know how rappers that say, you see me in a crisis, you know what I do. They've seen us in a crisis and we run around with our, like chickens with our head cut off. We lost our whole refrigerator. We don't have nothing to eat. We don't have the mental capacity to go out and grow no fruit. And as I said, one or two of us doing this shit makes no fucking, because the first thing that they're going to do is go pick off those people with resources. The only way for us to be a true threat, here's the thing, furthermore, we make up 13% of the population in America. So we're greatly outnumbered. That means that we have to be Spartans. But what you see with us is we are the opposite. Instead of us being the toughest, most reliable, most resourceful, we're the most dependent upon the people who put us in this situation in the first goddamn place. And they've convinced a lot of our women that if you can't depend on God, you can depend on that goddamn check coming on the first. You can walk into Walmart with motherfucking confidence, get a whole basket full of shit, and when you get to that register, it's gonna be money on that food stamp card. You can sit in the house with your feet kicked up, knowing that you paid your $9 a month and you good. And you still run around having to suck dick to pay your phone bill and the goddamn cable bill. They got plans for cable now. We have to think, why is that? It doesn't matter if the white women do it. Man, I'm finna get started in here. Man. I'm finna get started. It doesn't matter what the dominant society does. They have the numbers. They can fuck around and play. It's like us as Americans as a whole, we can fuck around and play over here. But the Iraqis, all of them in Africa and all them places, all of them have to be soldiers. All of them have to be warriors. Because they're the minority. on with it. They won't have an attitude, or I will respect myself. I will educate me now. I won't do drugs. They won't have an attitude. That shit is crooked as a bitch. I didn't even know that. But yes, because we're the minority, we have to be stronger. But instead, and me and Body was talking about this earlier. Shout out to Big Body. Make sure you go over there and fuck with him. Big Body 20, real speaker. Real speaker. Always says something. Not just that bullshit. He ain't just got bullshit music. This nigga really be saying some shit. If martial law, once there's war, there is no fucking martial law. There is no law. You take the law out of us in our community, and we know that we fighting against them. At that point, skin folks is kin folks, because you killing another black man is you taking down another soldier. We're already down in numbers. We can't afford to lose any more people. The first thing niggas would do is in their city, they will go on a fucking rampage. The only reason a lot of you niggas is still alive in the street is because the law's in place and niggas don't want to go to prison. Did I miss a call? Shout out to everybody. Today's show is sponsored by Diamond Whitening Teeth Whitening Kit. Go to diamondco.shop and get yours. Very important that you present yourself correctly. Shout out to them boys over there. Shout out to that boy Kyle. Love. As it is, the only reason a lot of you niggas is still alive is because niggas don't want to go to prison. That's it. There is no self-restraint. There is no self-control, accountability. I said this earlier. I said there is a Klans member that went online and he said, we don't even have to fight. We don't have to go out the way we did back in the day and burn crosses in people's yard. We can wave at them and smile and give them free drugs, free guns. I said that if a white man came into the hood, into the projects in your city, and just opened a crate and started passing out guns, free guns, niggas would be running around that bitch like, oh, they wouldn't even rob the white man. They'll be scared to rob the white man. White man say, I'm a government official and we just wanted to arm you guys and make sure you guys are armed. We have a terrorist threat. We want to make sure every American is armed. You don't see they ain't got to give no. So what they can do is they can go and buy guns by the boatload and go give it to free guns to every project. Start sprinkling Percocet bottles and Xanax bottles all over the city. Ounces of cocaine. Not one of those motherfucking guns are gonna enact any harm on anybody in the suburbs. It's gonna set off a fucking war in the hood. Let me see what motherfuckers talking about. I don't see Christianity has destroyed black people. See, I see. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we talking about interpretation. This shit, this ain't got nothing to do with no book at this point. This ain't got nothing to do with no book, because if all of us were on code with we can be Buddhists, we can be Judas. Dog, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I probably shouldn't say this, but dog, I'm just saying like this: it wouldn't matter what religion we fucking follow. It wouldn't matter what fucking religion we follow. But just as soon if we were all united, from that church, we can mobilize the same way the Muslims did and stood firm. It doesn't matter if you believe in what they believe in. Them motherfuckers move as a unit. We hate each other. And it ain't because no Bible. It's because you don't want to see this nigga with this and that nigga with that hoe. We were just talking about this shit earlier on the job. Soon as the nigga get a supervisor position, the only thing he want to do is impose his power on the niggas. Motherfucker, he's scared to tell a white boy to stay over because the motherfucker called out. He'll get in the kitchen before he tell a white boy to stay in that motherfucker. God damn it. These motherfuckers want to come down this bitch right now. Y'all niggas couldn't do a goddamn thing. For the motherfuckers who got guns, that don't mean a goddamn thing. You'll have to go out in a blaze of glory. Because we as a people have no fucking training. That's why I salute I don't give a fuck what a nigga unites for. To see black men united, I have to salute it. As I said earlier, when I said the not fucking around click, it cut the goddamn live stream off. But to see those black men walking around with them weapons, damn near bring a tear to a nigga eye, man. Because to be honest, deep inside every street, nigga, you got that fear. You got that fear in you. Because it's been ingrained in you because you riding around for so long with this dope in the car, and that's the last thing you want to see. And if you do see an officer, yes sir, officer, you trying to be cool with him so he don't bam you. But at the end of the day, we all know the same things. It is what it is. If you don't want to get a fucking job, you can have any excuse you want. But at the end of the day, if you are living off crime, you're a selfish motherfucker, because at this point in time, as we continue to get murdered in the street with no real repercussion, that should say, I need to straighten up, because tomorrow that could be you, but that ain't what a nigga think. That's over there, that's over there, that's over there. That don't happen until it happened right here in your city to a nigga you know. Then with the first thing you do, the most gangster nigga, the first thing you do is put down the stick and pick up a goddamn sign. Are we ready for these motherfuckers? The motherfuckers who been training with military skills since they was goddamn 5 years old? And the only time you shot a weapon was on the 4-wheel. Let me see that bit, bro. Let me see that bit, bro. I'm finna fire that bit, bro. Ooh, I didn't let that bit go. Don't know how to load that bitch or nothing. It'll take a nigga a whole... No breathing. Talk to... See what I'm saying? They don't know how to breathe when shooting a weapon. Nothing.
Pulling the trigger, not squeezing.
Come on, man.
There's a lot come with this, man.
Can y'all hear him?
it's a lot come with it. It ain't no closing your eyes when you shooting out here. And if you're not shooting up to 1,000 yards, and I'm being honest from what I see at the range, if you're not shooting up to 1,000 yards, if you don't have a weapon that's capable of shooting 1,000 yards, these white boys laugh at you, man. You kidding me, right? You kidding me?
1,000 yards. 1,000 yards is 10 football fields.
Don't think because you got a little AR that you strap. That don't mean nothing. That's nothing. That's child's play to these boys right now. They got 308s, big ass rounds that go 1,000 yards. Big shit. Military shit.
I'm hearing that they was practicing on a these motherfuckers will buy cars just to shoot them bitches. Just to shoot through the motherfuckers.
Show you which rounds go through what. How it's working.
That's how they party. When they party, they don't go to the club and shoot each other. It's in the daytime, and they go out this bitch and practice with weapons. And that's them. They drink them beers and they shoot them goddamn weapons. And we out this motherfucker twerking with tampons in our fucking ass. Twerking with tampons in our ass, baby in the bed looking over like, that's who I'm gonna be. Son looking over like, that's who I'm gonna be. I don't want to get on this nab shit, man. I don't want to get on the nab shit. So instead of getting on that, I'm gonna say this. If we don't have a civil war where these motherfuckers try to put us back in slavery, in 5 years, we blessed. We blessed if they don't try to put that shit back on us. Why the fuck wouldn't they? So in prison, what a motherfucker do before they come and try to fuck you in the ass, they'll test you. Y'all didn't heard about putting a honey bun on the bed and shit like that. It's not that obvious. It's like a nigga make a joke. Well, that nigga, I see you talking to that CO boy, old slick ass nigga. It can be some shit that simple, just saying something to you in your business. Shout out to that C-Love, them motherfuckers in the wood with mini guns. Dog, every one of them motherfuckers know how to turn a semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic weapon. And probably wouldn't do it because they know that's just for the fucking show, unless they wanted to mow some people down. But if they was just picking off, they'll give 2 bullets to every motherfucker. Chest, head. Not head, chest, head. One shot, one kill shit. Say it again?
And we double tapping again. And they coming back double tapping the survivors.
Double tapping the survivor. They come through with one wave to soften motherfuckers, and the second wave is to get all the leftovers. We don't know how to, like, the reason why they had such a hard time in Vietnam is because them motherfuckers was ready. We don't got no army. We don't got no army.
We're not pooling no resources. These motherfucking Proud Boys out here buying pallets of guns. Pallets.
Proud Boys? I heard about the Proud Boys.
Hey Billy, I heard they got ammo down there. Let's get 1,000 rounds, man. We need some practice. We need some practice this weekend, man. We slacking.
This nigga said we need some practice.
Get 1,000 rounds.
Get 1,000 rounds for practice. We putting the wrong bullets in the clip. We putting the wrong bullets in the clip. Wonder why this bitch jamming like this. Motherfuckers who ran down on LBG Duck, the shit jammed in his hand, he let that bitch go. We didn't see, they're looking at us in a crisis. They're watching us in these crises and paying attention like, yeah, man, these niggas ain't ready for shit. I wouldn't give a fuck if you did join a fucking religion just so you can be up under them and for them to say, we go to the range every week, Saturday at 5 p.m. But once you start doing that, what you have to do is then start growing your own food. you have to then start eating healthy because you have to look at it like these motherfuckers is on to us. There's nothing that we can do. If I think about dental insurance, homeowners insurance, I want to check on the general homeowner plan or some shit like that. Another fucking, I want to find another duplication company because there's duplication bullshit on the CDs and shit like that. And those bonus packs are on the way. We're going through these hurricanes. I want to do this as soon as you think that shit damn near, the shit is on your phone. You don't need the RFDI shit, whatever the fuck that is. They already in your head. They looking at your text messages for keywords, terrorism, explosives, and deeper than that. We don't want, like right now, I'm going without internet and it's fucking me up. I'm not sitting here on no fucking podium saying, nigga, I'm just war ready. I'm saying, goddamn. Are we ready? Are we ready? Most of us ain't even in shape. We can't run a mile. If we had all of our resources.
Can't carry no guns. Like, this serious. These motherfuckers got shit to start fires with. You know, they ready. They ready for survival.
See,
survive or die with them.
I was just saying that about them knowing how to clean an animal after they kill it. You see them white boys and them goddamn what the fuck, them tree stand things. Them tree stands. It's something that you can get in the tree and just sit up that motherfucker. They know how to be upwind or downwind of an animal, all these things. I've never been hunting in my life. And like at some point we have to say what generation is going to be our protectors. Or we just gonna have to go in bondage, because if we're depending on the generation after this next one to protect us, why wouldn't they start slavery back up? Why wouldn't they? We don't know what the fuck they got going on behind closed doors, what type of pacts and agreements and treaties they making with China, Russia, and everybody else, telling them to stay the fuck out of our business. What if the other countries did get fucked up about them putting us in slavery or some shit like that? What if they did? Look at this damn phone, man. So, I mean, like I said, we can't even live without internet, man. So, I guess what I'm asking, man, you know, we got an anonymous call on the line. I'm asking, what? I want to know this. How do we feel as we're looking at Black Lives Matter? And so this is my question. This shit came down to this. Are we ready for a civil war, or are we being set up?
Hell no.
As 13% of the population, if we were ready, that would mean that we would have to be way more, like every one of us they would have to know, if a black man was shaped like me, they would have to know, like, oh yeah, that motherfucker must be sick, because every black man is ready for war. In prison, if you're the minority, dog, the fucking what is that? The Northerners, the Northern Mexicans, them motherfuckers have regiments. Once you get to jail, you got 3 days to shake off if you're going through withdrawals and shit like that. And then you hitting the yard and y'all working out like a motherfucker. Y'all working out every day. You got to hit yard. We have no discipline. We hate each other. A nigga can't even look at a nigga's shoe without a nigga, what the fuck this nigga looking at? We not ready. We not ready to back up off their system. And when I say we, I mean niggas don't get no supplements for no government, so it ain't nothing. But our women, they must be protected. Do we even know about war? Do we study it, or do we leave it up to the motherfucking dominant society to teach us? I'm gonna tell you something, dog, and I'm gonna do it like this because the phone going dead in a minute. I've said this once before. I'm gonna say it right now. When it's wartime, that's when y'all gonna start looking at how in the fuck are you online twerking and we're on the verge of being put back into slavery, putting back into bondage, and you on this bitch twerking, you on this bitch killing another black man. Do you know, once again, we can learn a lot from prison. Shout out to that boy, Fred Lipscomb. He said, get us right. I'm speaking. Once, appreciate that love at home. We look at prison and they say there's a no hands policy. A hands-off policy, meaning that if a white man and another white man have a problem with each other, they can't fight. So if it's not big enough for you to pick up a knife and kill him, you can't fight. It's all knife play. We ain't doing none of that because they're the minority in prison. We're the majority. And you look at them niggas in prison. That's where our muscle is at. That's where our warriors are at. If you look at it, start looking like a fucking plan. Start looking like a damn operation. Soften these motherfuckers, the motherfuckers who won't bow down. Could be a good warrior. Good warrior. But most of our motherfucking people is in prison. So that 13% of the population goes down a whole nother fucking. How many fighters do we truly have out here? Count out the women, count out the children, count out the niggas in jail, count out the elderly men. At that point, we got to take sisters and all. Any motherfucker that got the a body to fight. And I'm saying that if we have this mindset that we're on the cusp of going back into bondage, would that motivate us to say we don't have no more time? We need to be working. Do you know who gets niggas out of jail? It's called Project Innocence. It's ran by some Jewish dude. All white people. It's the white people who get niggas out of jail. Our family. Them motherfuckers fight harder than us for our family. How many lawyers do we have? How many attorneys, how many judges that have not been broken? That ain't gonna go kiss the white man ass and try to get as close to the devil as possible, feeling like goddamn, I'd rather be on side the devil than in his path. Niggas ain't ready to die. That's the scariest thing to a nigga that is. You threaten a nigga with death, and don't tell me white folks, I don't give a fuck about what the fuck they got going on. They ain't in no peril. They not in danger. All them damn white boys they got out there that hunt and know how to do shit. Nigga, man, look, dog. Listen.
And they got the insurance policy. So
man.
Uncle Freddie guy, they get $1 million off the top.
Man, listen to what the fuck this man just said.
We got to see him play.
Man, do you hear what that man just said, man? That man said
we got insurance policies out there. $1 million insurance policy for you might cost you $20,000. I bet $20,000 I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die.
Wow.
I'm not setting my kids up.
Listen to what he's telling y'all right now.
You know, it's bigger than being fresh and hustling to look like you hustle. Hustling to get high. It's bigger than that. It gotta be. If you ain't willing to live for your family, you know, when you die and you out in the street, you might as well leave yourself. You feel me? I feel like that's your only out.
That's the very least. At the very least, the man is telling you about insurance, man. How many of y'all, he just told you for $20,000, Your family could have $1 million. When we die, we don't leave the family nothing but debt and strain. Oh, Uncle God, I can't believe our friend died, Lord. What we gonna do? The house was in his name. The whole family started fighting about the property. If he had that. But most of the time, Uncle Freddie stand on the couch of his goddamn niece. Cause she got the free housing. Drunk than a motherfucker. High than a motherfucker every day. We don't have the luxuries that they have. We don't have what they, so it's no different than than Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness. He didn't have what they have, so yes, he had to work harder than them. It's not gonna be equal, so you saying what the fuck they not doing don't make no sense. We have in our community the biggest consumer on the planet. How is that? How is that? How do we, our women are the biggest consumers on the planet, and we don't have no weapons? The most a bitch would do is buy a nigga a stolen gun for $60 off the street, or get her a little Peak 38 just for the show. Nigga be done took the fucking gun slap out her hand. I know how to shoot. I know how to. And you see a nigga in a crisis, and that was different. In order for us to be prepared for any type of confrontation, we must unite. So that means that crime is not, so I'm saying if we get prepared for it now, we won't. Joe Budden said this, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So if we know that we're on the bottom of the totem pole and we continue to get killed, we then have to say, we have to, now is prison rules are in effect. We're not doing no more crimes. Everybody getting legal money. So at that point, now when your black man falls, you know that he's not going to be down for long. So you don't mind helping him out until. But that means we'll have to have respect for each other. If I open my house to you, that don't mean that you bring bitches over and sleep till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Why is what I'm saying sounding so fucking ridiculous? Is that, where he at? He left? Hello? Hey, cut him off. This nigga start talking about fucking insurance policy and they cut him off. Why is it so preposterous? When I say crime, we have to stop. And it's not for any other reason, but so that when we hear of a black man getting caught with something, we can all get up and fight. The reason why we have to be, why we're divided and we got conservative black people. Did y'all hear about King Face dying? R.P. to King Face. But the reason that people like this and that, what's going on? What the fuck is going on? The reason why people like this and that exist is because you can always say that nigga probably doing something he ain't had no business. Because we all know niggas that, and they're going through the same thing that the white people are going through. But when a white person gets killed, there is no fucking outrage. Let's say that the numbers of white men getting killed, white people getting killed by the police is higher than black. Why don't they jump up and fucking down when they get killed? For one, they have the numbers and they're safe as fuck. But they're not going to stand up for no fucking bullshit. The family will, the mother say he wasn't doing nothing wrong and all that shit like that. But every time a black man gets killed by the police, it don't matter. A nigga gonna say, oh, it fucked up, man, we finna march. And it brings me back to the major point. Is Black Lives Matter trying to start a fucking war? After we saw that we cannot protest, for one, without the looting, the white boys, the skateboard, after we saw that we couldn't do that shit without getting infiltrated by police officers or people that are trying to make this shit even bigger, at that point, protesting is out. We can do something else, but protesting is out. Because at that point, we can get pushed into something. And I'm going to be honest with you. Because I'm a realist, whenever I see them motherfuckers coming out the door with them guns like that, my heart start beating faster. Oh, that nigga scared, man. That nigga scared of them white folk, man. I know you not ready. You not ready for the motherfucking white boys from the mountain. We falling way far from who we were when we first got to this planet. We become glutton. Look at me. Regardless of if I just substituted sugar for pills when I got off the pills and shit like that, whatever. I still ain't dropped the weight. I'm not healthy. We got bitches online twerking. We got bitches selling their daughters off, teaching their daughters to be promiscuous and lustful and to be dependent on niggas and the government. Plan A nigga. Plan B, the government. Through the nigga. Our niggas don't do shit but kill each other. To the point where I said that I think Chicago is a fucking hunting ground to where you don't have to do nothing but go to goddamn Chicago with this mask on. Go to my Instagram and see me wearing this mask. I wear this at nighttime and I'm driving and I take off on the police, they're going to say white male. Approximately, in the face, you look about 60, but they won't really get a real look at it. They'll just see a nigga moving. Just like a motherfucker out the window wouldn't be able to tell that this a mask. So in Chicago, it looked like a little nigga just shot a nigga. When really, that was a white man taking his son to the legal hunting ground. They called their friend, the police chief, let them know, hey, we're going to be in this area tonight doing this. Could you make sure we don't have too much police coverage? Gotcha, Bob. $40,000. And you got a free body. And you'll have to sweep it under the rug because they're going to do it right. They're planning on it. We're going to catch a nigga outside and kill him. We already got the police on the line. They love what we're doing because we're not going to kill an innocent black person. We're going to kill somebody who looks to us like a gang member. And they do this from all around the fucking